Okay, let's see what's in the meta right now. Oh boy, Clone Dance with a Fiendish Imp. This guy is a good player, so I'm not expecting to win. He usually starts with his imp. Yeah, there he goes. I think I'll just go for a Poison Fang. Oh, he swapped me out. That was surprising. Okay, well, let's see if I can get a Curse of Doom on that imp. Neato. I'm gonna bring back in my Rose type in just to potentially blind a Cyclone. Let's see if I can get away with it. Nice, that's a really good start for me. Couldn't have gone much better, honestly. I'm gonna wait until I get Beast Racial, and then I'll take out that Jade Mist Dancer real quick. Well, maybe not take him out, but I'll go for the Puncture Wound. Okay, I definitely want to save my Rose Typin for later. I guess I could bring in the Muck Slug, but if he hits me with 2 crits, I'm not going to be able to get out a Quicksand in time. I think it's my only choice, though, because I definitely want to save the gruesome... Oh. Alrighty, good thing that he didn't get that first crit. That makes my life way easier. He didn't get either of those to crit. Well, this is a bit of an RNG win, but I'll take it, because this is a really tough team to beat. Don't have quite enough damage to kill this guy, unless I crit him. Ah, no crit. That's okay. Huh. Well, he's probably going to throw out a Cyclone and hope that it can cleave my team down. I don't know if he has Ghostly Bite or Consume Corpse. In case he has Consume Corpse, I'm going to go ahead and hit him with a Curse of Doom here. Reapply Sludge Belch. I don't think I have enough health on my Type-In to risk swapping him in with that Cyclone out, so I'm just going to stay in on my Belcher. Go ahead and finish him off with the Sludge Belch. And my Type-In should easily be able to finish this. Oh, he does have Ghostly Bite. Alright. Pretty sure he would have beat me if he'd gotten some crits with his Jade Mist Dancer. And he has poison, so even if he did have more health, that would hit twice. Alrighty, well, if that guy's in the meta, I'm gonna have to play some of my stronger teams. Imps are just everywhere in my meta. I'm in the same battle group as Disco Doggy, even though he and I both changed realms. It doesn't actually change the battle group. I think that he was under the impression we have different battle groups now because there's a lot of new players or people playing different pets, but I think that's just people figuring out what the new meta is and playing the new overpowered pets. Yeah, if that guy's in the meta, let me try maybe... Maybe like this team? This isn't exactly a hard counter or anything, but it'll give me a couple answers for the clone dance. I can cleanse it with nibbles. That's pretty much it. it's just that's all I have. So all right, this should be a fun game. He might beat me, but it's okay. What's he like to start with? The imp, right? Yeah, he likes to start with the imp. Let me start with the P-chick. And let's see if I can feign death another gate. Oh no, I didn't. That's not good. Well, he's probably going to nether gate me now. Do I want to juke it, or do I want to just eat it with the ghost pup? Kind of want to juke it. Because I'm expecting him to bring in the Blight Hawk anyways. So I can go for some strong damage on him. And he doesn't seem to like going for the Ghostly Bite into the swap. He seems to just manually swap, so I'm going to predict that and bring in Nibbles right now. That way I can get rid of that Cyclone before he throws up his Rain Dance. This isn't really an anti-clone dance team as much as like an anti-AoE and anti-trap team, because Nibbles is a great anti-trap pet. Alright, do I want to bring in the Ghost Pup? Probably, because I'd like to be able to heal back from some of that Rain Dance, or Acid Rain, I mean. Let me go for a Haunting Song here. Oh, I got a random crit without Rain Dance up. That's no good. Oh well. I got lucky last time. He gets lucky this time. That's how it goes. I'm just going to go for a Quills here. If he goes for his Acid Rain, I can change the weather on him. He's not going for it. I'll go for another Quills here. I think he was expecting an Arcane Storm there. That's why I went for his Acid Rain. I don't know, maybe he was predicting a Feign Death, in which case Acid Rain would have been a good move too. This guy is a good player, like I said. I'm gonna go for a Feign Death. I'm kinda glad I did. Maybe I can save this guy to eat some damage later. Okay. Let me kill this Blight Hawk real quick here. If he's smart, he'll go for a Ghostly Bite while Arcane Winds is up, because I'm just going to dodge the next turn anyways, and surely he knows that. Huh. Well, I'm happy enough with that. I think that Nibbles can take out the Imp. I take weak damage and deal strong damage to him. Alright, Royal P-chick. Go ahead and eat the Nether Gate if he goes for it. If he doesn't, that's fine. He should go for it now just for the guaranteed 280. But unless he gets a crazy crit here, I think I've got him. Close game. So like I said, by no means is that a hard counter. If I wanted to really counter him, I'd probably run away. But as far as what team I would run, I don't know. I do have an anti-clone dance team, but it's like not for that particular team. This is for this is back in Legion. I would run this against Jade Mist Dancer, Blight Hawk, and Emperor Crab, because that was like the best team, or one of them. It'd probably do pretty well against that guy, though. Let's be honest. But it doesn't really work now that the Bone Serpent's been nerfed. I guess I'd go for Call Darkness and probably Liftoff. There we go. But I'm not gonna play that team. Let's play something else. Got some Kunchong teams here. What do I want to play? I think I had what do you call it? I had a matchup with one of my clone dance teams versus him. I think I had Trunks, and I got a lucky win. Maybe I'll try that team versus him. Clone dance versus clone dance. I think it was a lucky win, so I'm kind of curious how the rematch would go. But maybe I just have a good matchup, I'm not sure. Because I want to say what happened was I started with Murgle, and he nethergated me right away. So I was able to go for my Cyclone. But the advantage I have is if he doesn't nethergate me, I can just throw up Lucky Dance, Dazzling Dance, and now I'm faster than him, so he can't really use nethergate except preemptively. So now I have Lucky Dance up. There's no cooldown on it, which is pretty good. It's pretty overpowered, I think. I think it should have a 4-round cooldown. Same with a lot of other abilities. I saw Roscoe talking about that. I think that'd be a pretty solid nerf for some of the overpowered abilities like Dazzling Dance and Photosynthesis with Double Valk. I'm guessing you have well, now here's an interesting thing. You either have Haunt, Consume Corpse, or you have Call Darkness, Surge of Light. So I like your team. I don't have... Oh, I do have a Weather Changer. Silly me. What do I want to start with? Not Murgle, because you have a Valk. Oh, you didn't start with your Valk anyways. Okay, guess I'll just go for a Cyclone. Since you have the Dread Hatchling out right now, I guess I'll go into Murgle. Flip Lucky Dance for my Cyclone. And I'd like to take out your bird before you can get off another Nocturnal Strike, so let's change that weather on you. That'll also buff my Cyclone hit chance by 10%. Although it seems to be hitting pretty regularly already, so I've been lucky. Alright. That crits hard against birds. Alright, now if you want to go for a Haunt in the next turn, I could still hit you with an Avalanche for full damage. Let me go for a Moonfire. Oh, he predicted it. Good job. I'm definitely gonna die to Curse of Doom, so I don't really have anything else to do besides spam win Alex Fly, and I got lucky. RNG win. Bummer. That's the real downside to Trunks, is he's very RNG after your Lucky Dance is gone. Alrighty, I think I got time for a couple more games. I would like to play this team for sure. I'll go and play it. It's gone 17-0, and it's kind of my take on Roscoe's RoboCunch team with the Kunchong Hatchling, the Rotten Little Helper, and the Mechanical Pandaren Dragonling. It's a really good team that he made, and it's surprising because, like, on paper it doesn't look that phenomenal as far as like coverage. It's definitely has a glaring weakness to undeads, since you have the humanoid and then the MPD. And undeads are really good, but it just does really, really well. And the main thing I think does so well with it is the Kunchong Hatchling plus Minefield or Booby Trap presence is just a really difficult strategy to deal with. And so as long as you have a decent third pet to clean things up, which the Kelpfin isn't exactly like a stellar cleanup pet, because he's only 301 speed, but if he is faster, then he's a monster. And part of why this team has such a high win rate is I use it to counter this one guy who I really hate seeing in my meta, but I don't know. I really hated him at first, and now we're kind of, I want to say kind of friends. Like, we fought each other so many times that we started naming our pet stuff like, yo, what's up? And just, you know, I would name my pets things like, it stopped spamming darkness, and he'd be like, he told me to grow up. So yeah, I fought him a lot, but I used this team to counter his he might go for a haunt right away, so I'm gonna go for a minefield. I use this team to counter this one guy who spams darkness all day. He runs Twilight, Bone Serpent, and then a Royal P-Chick for the Dazzling Dance. And Twilight plus, you should definitely bring in the Imp, by the way. It'd be a bad idea to bring in the Dire Horn. But yeah, the Twilight plus the Dazzling Dance is really gnarly. Alright, so I'm expecting another gate. I'll go for an extra plating in case he doesn't. Cool. I'll take it. Let me bring in Kelpfin, just because I don't want to eat burns on my Warbot, if he goes for that. I'm fine if he wants to nether gate me. I want to be on my Kunchong anyways. I'm expecting a swap into the Dire Horn. There we go. Let me go for a Pheromones. Hopefully I don't get stunned. Cool. Alrighty, I'll take out the dire horn here. Oh, too bad, buddy. I hate dire horns. They're such a BS pet. Alright, he can't haunt me yet, so I can get a Poison Fang on him. And if he wants to go for a haunt, that's fine with me. Actually, no, it's not. I'm going to kill him first if he goes for the haunt. Now I'll throw out the minefield. And Kelpfin is slower than the imp, but he should be just fine after the minefield goes off. Alrighty. And then, let me see. I'll play one more team. I don't think I played this on video yet. Did I? Well, y'all don't know what I'm talking about. There's a Muck Slug team. Did I play this team already? Maybe I did. Yeah, I did. I already played that team. It does. I just like this team because it does so well against imps. I think I already played this team. I'll choose another team just in case I already. I think this was my first team. This team does really well against imps because all three of the pets are faster, but it's really boring. Like it's just a lot of evasion. Let's play a Twilight Whelpling team. I don't have very many teams with this pet yet. Just because Twilight Clutch Sister is better. But it's still a really strong pet. I should probably give it a chance. Yeah, see, I mean, I paired it with this and it lost. Not that that's a bad team, but that team with the Twilight Clutch Sister is way better. Oh, rematch. Okay, let's see here. He started with his... Did he start with the Valk last time? Yeah, he did. Maybe he'll start with the Imp. I'm just going to start with the Purple Puffer anyways. Go for a pump. I'm kind of expecting the Imp to come in. Is he going to swap me? I can go for a Surge first, just in case he does. Okay. Kind of want to nerf his healing. Just for a couple turns, so let's do that. Probably swap to the Dire Horn. Go ahead and hit him with the Twilight Meteorite. Let's see here. Toe Nibbler is faster than him after Primal Cry by 4 points, but if I don't get stunned here, I can take him out. I'm gonna play it safe and bring in the Toe Nibbler. And I can get a heal off of him as long as he doesn't. That was close. kill me with a Trihorn Charge. Alright, he does have a Nether Gate up, and I am slower than the Imp, so this is a little scary. I'm certain he's going to swap me, so do I want to just eat it with the Toe Nibbler? Do I want to bring in the Purple Puffer? I'm going to bring in the Puffer. That way it'll bring in my Whelpling. Let me throw up a Twilight Fire on this guy. And I'm not slowed, so now I'm faster than the Valk. Sweet. Dragon Racial killed him. I wonder if he went for a haunt. Oh, he didn't. Okay. Well, I can go ahead and hit him with a Meteorite on the back line. Oh, I got a lucky crit. That's game over. I think it was game over already. I beat him in too many mind games, but that sealed the deal. I don't know. Yeah, I had him beat anyways, because all I had to do was bring in my Toe Nibbler next, slow him down, hit him with a pump. Let's get another heal for our dinosaur. Alrighty, but yeah, like Disco Doggy said, my meta is just infested with imps, so that's why I've been running a lot of 341 speed pets. I saw the Frost Fur Rat did well for him. And I haven't tried that because I really hate darkness. It's so RNG, but it's definitely a good counter to the imps. I really like the Death Adder Hatchling and the Rose Typin. They both counter imps really, really well. The Toe Nibbler isn't really a fantastic counter for imps just because, just like the Frost Fur Rat, his basic attack is weak to humanoids, but he is faster, he can throw out a slow. These two, the Twilight Whelpling and the Twilight Clutch Sister, both do really well with the Toe Nibbler, just because the Toe Nibbler has Primal Cry, and he's faster than imps, so that gives you some extra AoE, and it slows them, so if your Twilight Clutch Sister was slower, now he's faster, and there's really nothing you can do about that. So this combo is just really strong. Purple Puffer doesn't really add anything to the team, but he's a good solid tier 1 pet on his own. Like I said, this team does really well against imps. You can... it also does well against Twilight Clutch Sister, I guess, because you have the Sneaky Marmot, which is a hard counter to it. But the Chitterspine Skitterling is just barely faster than the imp. He does weak damage, but, I mean, he can survive for a long time. You know what? I think I had another team that I liked better anyways. Where is it? With the Chitterspine. Yeah, I like this team better. And this is a harder counter to imps, I think, because you're running Pinch on the Skitterling. But I don't really feel like playing this team, although it is pretty good. Yeah, there's so many imps. I'd probably say that right now, Fiendish Imp is the #1 pet in my meta, probably followed by probably Twilight, but that might just be because I keep queuing into the same guy playing Twilight over and over and over again. So probably Fiendish Imp, Twilight, Twilight Clutch Sister, Hermit Crab, and Blight Breath are probably the top 5. Hermit Crab and Blight Breath are just a really, really strong combo because of the Hermit Crab's overpowered stats. But, yeah, I actually ran into one guy that was spamming Hermit Crab, Blight Breath, and a Mechanical Pandaren Dragonling, so that's what this team is for. The Ghost Pup counters the Blight Breath, the crow counters the hermit crab, and the Phoenix Imp obviously is the best counter in the game to the MPD. But I guess it's a good team already. But I don't really like playing that team unless I queue into that one hermit crab named Margaret. Alright, well I think I've rambled enough. Got like 5 games in, so probably end the video there. If you have any teams that you'd like to see me play... Oh wait, no, there was one other team that because I just got this pet. I'll play one more team with Skittering Eel. I think I only made like 2 teams with it though. This team's pretty good, but it's not fantastic against imps, unfortunately, so might get a loss here, but that's okay. Just because the Skittering Eel is a little bit slower than imps. It's a real downside. So this team would probably be better if I had like an Alpine Foxling for the first pet or something like that. That I can throw up a speed buff. But maybe I won't queue into an imp, and if I don't, this team does pretty well. Because it has some really strong AoE from Blight Breath and the Eel. Blight Breath plus the Skittering Eel is a really good combo, because the Cleansing Rain buffs your aquatic damage. And then the Kunchang Hatchling is just a nice pet to start off with. Oh, here's another imp. What do you know? Alright, well this guy beats me all the time. So, let's see, what does he like to start with? The imp usually. Let me start with Blight Breath. Because what I really want to be on is the Kunchang Hatchling, so I'm expecting another gate. Oh, he didn't go for it. Well, I'm happy enough with that. Okay, there's the nether gate. Okay, now that Cleansing Rain is going to nerf my dot damage a little bit by 1 turn, but that's okay. Let's go for Pheromones just in case he goes for a dodge. I think I'll bring in Blight Breath here. Go ahead and go for another Acid Rain, just to do some damage to that Blazehound. And if he swaps out that dragon to the back line, he'll die, so yeah, that was a good move to go for the dodge. That Blazehound is taking so much AoE pressure. I'm going to bring in the Eel, just because what I really want to be on right now is the Kunchang Hatchling, so I can throw out another Pheromones. And I'm sure he's going to go for a nether gate, yeah. Oh, that crit hurt. Okay, let's go ahead and hit him with the Pheromones. Got my Beast Racial going, so they should die on the next turn. Right? 114. Not quite. That Blazehound's still alive. Alright, this is looking really close. If he doesn't hit me quite high enough with that burn, maybe I can kill him. No, not quite. I would need to crit with Thunderbolt. Yeah, GG. That's like I said, it really just comes down to the imp is faster than the eel. So it's not a fantastic team to play when there's a bunch of imps out. I don't really like ending on a loss, so I'll play one more team just to counter that one guy. What would do really well against him? This team. I want to play it again anyways. Death Adders just do really well against imps. I love this team, it's so great. Oh. Well, that's not even fun. This guy's gonna get destroyed. What are you doing PvPing with a gray level Nordracell Wisp? I didn't want to fight you, I wanted to fight Allegria. I have another team I could play that would be more fun for this guy. Gotta have something. Yeah, let's play another team, because this is just overkill. This team isn't all that great. I'll play it. Or it hasn't done all that well. But it should, oh, okay, well, now I get this guy again. Woohoo. Let's start with the Silver Dragonhawk Hatchling, since he'll probably start with his Imp. I can throw up a Flamethrower. Conflagrate if he doesn't swap me. Got a Dragon Racial going now. He should swap, yeah. Okay, well, I would have expected to the Twilight Clutch Sister to take the weak damage, but I'll take it. Now, if I hit him with a Flamethrower, does he continue to... does he take damage while he's underneath? No, he's not going underneath anyways. I guess I'll go ahead and go for a Quills. Got a crit. I'm expecting a swap. Oh, okay, I'll take it. Okay, so he does take damage from Flamethrower when he's underneath. I was curious about that. Probably swap me here. Alright, there's no way he's going to go for a dodge right now, so I'm going to go ahead and hit him with a Puncture Wound. Oh my gosh, really? Of course you did. Alright, well, let's go ahead and go for Pheromones. Take him out with the Flame Jet, and maybe I can get a tie against this this Fiendish Imp. Actually, I don't know. I think I got him. Sweet. Good thing I ran Skull Toss. Alrighty, well, I wasn't really expecting this team to beat him, but I think it really just came down to him swapping to the Blaze Hound instead of the Twilight Clutch Sister early on. That was not a good move. I'll take it. Alright, well, revenge kill. Happy enough with that. Although this isn't really a fantastic counter team to his team. Trying to think what would really counter him. The Muck Slug does okay, but it's not like a great pet. It's just kind of a fun tier 2 pet, so maybe like... I'm not going to count that forfeit. I was going to win. Maybe Gruesome Belcher, Rose Typin, and then like an Emperor Crab or something. Yeah, probably an Emperor Crab. That would do well against all three of his pets. Well, at least against the Imp and the Blaze Hound, that's for sure. I don't know. I don't fight him often enough to really want to hard counter him. But yeah, there's just so many imps in my meta. Alright, well, yeah, like I said, if you have any teams that you'd like to see me play in the future, let me know in the comments. By the way, I know I'm late, but thank y'all so much for 500 subs. Y'all are awesome. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. Thanks for watching.